and gentlemen, finessers and finesses, we have an impromptu trash bag outing here. This is being recorded on Wednesday, whatever date it is, September 3rd. I don't really know, don't really care. Just gonna do a real quick, thing here about, maybe dive into tomorrow night's game. We have a Friday night game on the YouTube. We got tomorrow night's game. I don't even know where it is, but the Nick Sirianni and the corniest Super Bowl winners of all time said they're not going to be watching the banner raised on the Super Bowl night. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, come on. He's talking about, like, oh, we're worried about the next banner. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not worried about this banner, why should your players be motivated to worry about the next one? So I don't really understand that logic there. But that's another conversation. We're gonna jump. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the ineptitude, the skill set or lack thereof from one Mr. Arch Manning. You know how I'm not 100% sure he's from the same ejaculate DNA line as Peyton Manning and the Brady Slayer, but I truly find it hard to believe. Somebody on the internet said it's kind of funny. They said that they ain't seen an arch that bad since Taylor Swift was in Doggy with Travis Kelce. I mean, it was pretty bad. Again, I said it once and I'll say it again. Hey, they were in a cop. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. If his name was Arch Martin or Arch Trammell, I mean, my man, he'd be a fifth string grocery bagger at Ingles. Simple as that. That's just the reality of it. And it's fine, whatever. I just don't want to sit here and act like, he's the greatest, he's the second coming because of his name, right? I mean, he was number one in the Heisman odds when you have guys like Nussmeier and Sellers who have proven to be those guys. And then after what everyone knew was going to happen, except the D1 Arch Glazers, we knew what was going to happen, except the pundits, the experts who get paid quadrillion my salary to make asinine predictions. Not even predictions, they're just things that aren't going to happen, right? And now he's shot down into below number 10 in the Heisman rankings, Conor Alabama on dropping past number 10 off 1 week. We had a trade. The Dallas Cowboys traded Micah Parsons. I don't know what really possessed. I don't know. Maybe it's a Dallas thing to get rid of generational players. I really don't know. But I don't know if it was the Confederate demons on Jerry Jones's shoulders that just compelled him to make such a trade. Now I think they got a decent haul out of it. They got a startable player and 2 firsts. But I don't know, man. I mean, these quarterbacks are going to be standing in the pocket. They're going to be falling asleep in the pocket because there's going to be absolutely no pass rush from Dak Prescott. I mean, Jalen Hurts might actually throw for 295,000 yards tomorrow night, simply based on the premise that he's going to have 3 to 5 business days in the pocket to make throws. I mean, my guys, their rush is going to be non-existent. Connor Alex's pull-out game is just going to be a really disgusting, heinous thing that I'm not even sure how I'm going to do it. So, like I said, I really don't understand. I don't know if it's Jerry Jones's, his mindset, the having certain players on his plantation that he wants or that he doesn't want, for example. But, Jim Crow Jones, a.k.a. Jerry Jones, a.k.a. the bane of Dallas Cowboys existence and the fans, and quite frankly, everything else in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, Wage Alex. It's really sickening. And honestly, as a Dallas fan, between Nico and Jerry Jones, it's just nasty, heinous work. Speaking of nasty, heinous work, I'm sitting here in the middle of Spartanburg County, and I got two dudes cracked out on Finney. I mean, go to work. I'm sorry, go to work, because BMW's hiring at like $23 an hour. Is it glamorous? No. Is it fun? No. But it's better than begging on the side of the street. You'll receive no pity from me. I'm sorry. But I mean, that's kind of it. I just kind of wanted to touch on the big trade, kind of get a little hyped about the game on Thursday evening. We're here, boys. We made it. But as far, we have Clemson. As far as Clemson is concerned, K. Dukinick is 0-4 with 0 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, against SEC schools in his last 4 starts. And Clemson, I get the thought and the fun of being, having a charity spot in the college football playoffs every year. But I mean, it has to get a little, like, is there not a little bit of fatigue knowing that you probably didn't earn your spot? Like if you went to the SEC, like if this person don't go, I'm going to lose my mind. If you went to the SEC and had to play these teams over and over and over, do you really think you would lose? You wouldn't lose all of them, but I think you'd be on the same level as South Carolina. A average to slightly above average school. That's just the reality of it. It's nothing. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But the Clemson University, they should have lost 24-10 simply based on the premise that they get out of my way. Simply based on the premise that simply based on the premise that they ripped a touchdown from LSU and had a couple questionable calls to say the least. But I mean, it's just one of them things, man. I just think the score was a lot more generous to Clemson than it might have indicated, we'll say. I got Dabo Swinney after the game. He said, we scored, he was talking about a grading system, since those work so well in our American education system. He was talking about how LSU scored a 58, or no, he said, we scored a 58, we scored a 58. LSU just scored a 65. Basically, wait a second, hold on, look, the law about the law about cell phones? Oh man. So I'm gonna keep this kind of close to the hip. Apologize for the disgusting view in which I'm offering, but I really ain't trying to get pulled over by 12 in the middle of the day. Call no cheese on being in the road, not at work in the middle of a Wednesday. But like I was saying, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know for sure if Clemson will be able to handle the daily grueling schedule of the SEC. So, I mean, honestly, kudos to them for not really rushing to get out of there, same with Florida State. Kudos to those guys because, you're not, you almost have a charity stripe spot in the college football playoffs. I mean, you could lose 2 games. You could not play in the ACC championship game, or you could just go and win it, and you get an automatic spot. It's really disgusting, if I'm being honest with you, and I don't know, man. But as far as SEC schools, as far as Texas, we don't claim them. They're not a good school. This, that, and the other. The only cool thing about it is Matthew McConaughey, and right now they're not all right. So, but anyway, man, Trash Bag's about to wrap it up. Alex, take notes. But that's about it. I don't really want to get pulled over by 12 here. But yeah, it's, I guess, he's turning to get gas or a donut. But anyway, that's it for me, guys. It's just a real quick recap, basically, and it's just another. I'm just showing my excitement. We made it. We're here, and boy, I can't wait. I can't wait. My main goal at this point, since it's everybody else's main goal to send me to space at this point, I just want to be 7-6 and make the playoffs. I do. Call no Steelers on being slightly above average and being okay with it. But anyway, Trash Bag out. Y'all know what time it is. You guys need to really find God. Y'all know who I'm talking about as it pertains to trades. But that's it. Let's make some trades. Trash Bag outie. Peace.